Namaste. I'm starting a little late. Hare Krishna Manantara. Shri Aguni Namahu. Namaste. Shri Krishna Namaha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namaste. I don't have any protection yet. I'm getting my protection. See, this is my protection. Happy Monday. Everything is happy. Happy Tuesday. Happy Wednesday. Ana bekoak gedulat yemineka datil gerura kabel rinat ameka 사그베누 따하레누 노라. Geslev. Forgot to do switch to month. Tekukun Hanafesh Gatel. Okama. いいな。Wait a minute. Is today Monday? I messed it up. Sorry. Yeah, I have to do. So I have to do this again. That's okay. Okay, now I do want the monk. Get slapped. This monthly angel meditation is incredibly satisfying if done right. Okay, now back to Dikkukun Hana fascia. Kettle. Hokuma. Bina. Chesed. Gevurah. Tiferet. Netzach. Hod. Yesod. Malchut. 나 기볼 도르쉐이 이후데카 게바바트 쇼무람 바들캠 다하람 라카메이 지드카테카 다미드 고물람 카신 가도시 베로브 두베카 나헬 아다테카 야키드 게에 레 아메카 베네 조크레이 게두샤테카 샤바테누 까벨 우시마 자아카테누 요데아 다알루모트 나마스테. The daily ration of a prayer. I have to do this daily. I have to do the ritual daily. After this, I'm gonna take a little break. While I take a break, I'm gonna use the restroom. A proper 5-minute break or something. And yeah, I'll take it from there. Oh, yeah, Sanskrit studies right afterwards. All right. I got my pen. And it's time to mirror flip. My favorite part. Look at that. Okay. Right, I'm gonna unmirror, unflip. Namaste. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so I'll be taking my break. Let's see here. And then I'll do Sanskrit studies. Maybe it'll make more sense. Switch over to that now. Okay. I'm gonna use the restroom and then I'll get prepared for Sanskrit studies. Okay, that was a proper break. Nice, proper break for me. And I got my Kabbalah protection. Everything is okay. It seems like it's okay. Is it really okay? We don't know, but it seems like it's okay. Before I start, let me read you today's headlines. That's the way to start for me. I'm not here to entertain you, mind you. I'm here to heal. That's my first thing. Second thing is to entertain you, if I have time for it. What do you mean, time for it? I mean, peace of mind, sorry. And I should take my studies out. I stopped calling these Sanskrit studies because it isolates only a certain number of audience members. So the titles that are named after what I'm doing is the results of what I'm doing. You get healing and regeneration and exorcism from this practice, etc. And Neuro Linguistic Programming is about mind programming, hypnosis, and also exorcism. It's all in the language, if you know the right language. Sanskrit. Sanskrit is the right language. Okay, here we go. So, I'm not taking a break anymore. Call myself. Today is Garuda Purana, chapter 6. I believe it's the last chapter of the cursing of the wicked. The first 6 chapters are the harshest, I think. And then the next 10 chapters are about, about the righteous ways and how the righteous go on the righteous ways, and etc. Today is really short, 43. Namaste. Ata Shashutotyaya Garuda Uvacha Katamutta Padyate Mahatuljathare Naraka Gataha Kalpadi Duhakam Yad Pumkute Daname Gataya Keshava Vishnu Ruvacha Sitiri Pumsosutu Purasamgena Nirudute Shukra Shonuite Yatayam Jayate Maltiam Sutatai Pakushwaya Miyaham Tava Vatumatye Hi Papanam Tehotapatatiha Prajayate Inundrasya Prahamahatiya Sati Yasmim Sitasminandi Natraya Tasmim Sitasminandi Prahamahatiya Sati Yasmim Sitasminandi Natraya Yasmim Sitasminandi Natraya Pratamehani Janandali Tvitiye Prahamakatini Tratiye Rajaki Hietan Narakan Gatama Tarahu Kaimano Daibanetureno Janun Duldeho Papatataye Sutriyahu Puravishutu Udaram Pumso Ratahu Kanu Shrayahu Kalalam Divekara Tereno Panchara Tereno Udubudam Dasha Hena Tu Kaikanan Tu He Beshamnan Dum Ba Tatahu Paramu Masana Tu Shiro Diva Piam Ba Hubanganga Ba Hubanganga Dianganga Bigrahahu Ba Hubanganga Diang Ba Hubanganga Dianganga Bigrahahu Nakaloma Setijalmanui Lakaloma Setijalmanui Lingengatje Chidrode Pava Pasatri Pihu Lingengatje Chidrode Pavasatri Pihu Jatulpil Ta Tabahu Sabata Pancha Pihu Kushut Duo de Papahu Kusho Duo Duo de Papahu Shode Piljara Yuno Pitahu Kukusho Pramyati Takushu Inoue Matul Jagatan Napana Diairet Letadata Tura Samate Matul Jagatan Napana Diairet Tatata Tura Samate Matul Jagatan Napana Diairet Tatata Tura Samate Matul Jagatan Napana Diairet Tatata Matul Jagatan Napana Diairet Tatata Tatata Diairet Tatata Matul Jagatan Napana Diairet Tatata Turasamate Shete Bi는 Mudra Yul Galte Bi는 Mudra Yul Galte Bi는 Mudra Yul Galte Sa 자는 둘 자는 두 삼바테 삼파베 자는 둘 자는 두 삼파베 구름이 피흐 구셨다 살발 구셨다 살밤가 구셨다 살밤가흐 사우쿠마리아 드프라티 구샤너무 Multe chama punotiuru klesha sata tratiaihu. Multe chama punotiuru klesha sata tratiaihu. Kushutitai muhuhu. Katoti kushunoshana. Lavanaru kusha mula di piru la banaihu. Katoti kushunoshana lavan. Katoti kushunoshana lavanaru kusha mula di piru la banaihu. Matara pokutai ru pasapurashitahu. Matara pokutairu pasapurashitahu. Matru pukutairu pasatu Matru pukutairu pasapurashatahu Saibam godtita vedana hu Saibam godtita vedana hu 우르베나 삼부르 따스 미는 나는 드라이시정 삼부르 따스 미는 나는 드라이시정 삼부르 따스 미는 나는 드라이시정 바히라 보르타 흐 세테 그르트바 시라흐 구구쇼 보그나 부르셔터 시로타라흐 아까리파흐 스방은가 제슈드얌 샤쿠는 땅 이방 만자레 나트랑 나부타스무르 딜다이바 드깔마자는 마셨다 샤토드 푸타무 샤토드 파바무 나부타스물 나트랑 나부타스무르틸 다이바 드깔마자는 마샤토드 파바무 스마라는 딜 가마누찌 츠바삼 스바라는 딜 가마누찌 츠바삼 샬마김 나마 비는 다떼 나타마나 머실 비타흐 사부다바트리흐 그르탄 잘리흐 슈투비 땅땀 비클라바야 방짱 예노다렐 비타흐 아라피아 사부다마느마 사르라부타 보토피 사부다마느마 사르라부타 사부다마느마 사르라부타 보토피 사부다마느마 사르라부타 보토피 메피타흐 나이카트라스테 수디바 다이비시트 푸리바 소다라흐 지바 우바짱 시리바팀 자가다 타라마슈 파쿠쇼야카라카무 자가다 타라마슈 파쿠쇼야카라카무 브라자미 샤라넘 베슈눔 샤라노 가타바트 살라무 샤라노 가타바트 살라무 데바느마야 모히토 데헤 따탕 부뚜라칼라트라케 아함 마마 비마네나 가토함 나타 삼스르티무 그르탐 파리자나시알 테 마야 깔마 슈파무 에카기 테나 다그토함 가땅스테 팔라팡아기나흐 야디 요니야 브라무지에함 따뜻스마리 슈에 바담따바 다무파얌 가리슈여미 예나 무그팀 브라자미야하무 비는 무드라구 베 파티토 나그토함 자트라 그니날 이제 차느니또 비바시툼 가당 니리야 시아테 바히흐 얘네들을 샴메 비즈냐남 따뜻함 디나다야 루날 다메바 샤라넘 야미 보날메 마스투 삼스르티흐 나짱 일가는 또 믿지 참이 바힐가이 방아트 까다잖아 야트라 야타시야 메 바까이마노 둘가틸 파베트 Tasma Datra Mahaduhake Sthitopi Vigataklamaha Udhari Shuyami Samsaradatmanam Te Padashrayah Shri Bhagavanubhacham Evam Kurutamatilkaibhe Tashamasyaha Sutuvanuru Shuiha Sadhyahaku Shui Sadhyahaku Shui Patyapachi Nam Prasutyai Sutimarutaha Tena Basirashitaha Sahasa Kurutavabakul Chichira Kurutavabakchira Aturaha Vinishikramati Kuruchichena Niruchivaso Hatasmurtiha Patito Puvi Vinamudre Vishita Puriva Jashitate Proruyati Kate Jinyane Viparitam Kati Kataha Kalpe Viatao Shimashane Jan Puranwe Yan Matil Pavet San Yadi Sthiratam Yanti Ko Na Mujieta Panantanat Yadan Kalpad Bahiriyanti Kaima Hogada Nanantaram Tadaiva Vaishnavi Maya Mohayatyeva Purusham Sa Tadan Mayaya Saburashato Na Kimchid Badated Bashahu Kimchid Badate Bashahu Shaishavan Dipabam Tuhakam Parati Nataya Shunute Parache Chanandam Na Vidushu Bushuyamano Janena Sahu Ana Pipuratama Bananahu Pratya Kya Tumani Shivarahu Pratya Kya Tumani Shivarahu Shan Yito Shuchi Pariyanganke Janantu Subetaja Du Shuite Janantu Subetaja Shu Janantu Subetaja Du Shuite Neshahu Kanundu Yanengana Masanotana Jashita Ne Kanundu Yaneng Kanundu Yanengana Kanundu Yanengana Masanotana Jashitone Kanundu Yanengana Masanotana Jashitone 두다는 디아 마트바짬 담샹 마샤kan 마투쿠노 다야흐 루다는 땀 비가타 지냐남 그루마야흐 그루미감 야턴 이티에밤 샤이샤밤 부그트밤 두허캄 바우가는던 매반짬 따똥 야우바나마 사디야 야티 삼바다마 수림 따던 둘비아사나 사쿠토 니자 삼갑바라야노흐 샤스라 따뜻 부르쇼놈 짱뜨베슈트 Siyantka malampataha Turishatavan Suturiyam Devamayam Tadpavairajitenandriyaha Pralopitaha Patadyananta Damasyaganao Patamgapatu Kurangangama Tanganga Patanganga Puranganga Mina Hataha Kurangangama Tanganga Patanganga Puranganga Mina Hataha Panja Pireba Panja Ekaha Pramadi Sankatam Na Hanyate Yaha Sabate Panja Pireba Panja Alabatan Pusito Jinyana Didata Maniuho. About 7 verses left. Alabatan Pusito Jinyana Didata Maniuho. Alabatan Pusito Jinyana de Alabatan Pusito Jinyana Didatamaniuho. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Stupid person's making noise. Because of the Sanskrit. Alabatan Pusito Jinyana Didatamaniuho. Alabatan Pusito Jinyana Didatamaniuho. Alabatan Pusito Jinyana Didatamaniuho. Shujan Pitaha. Sorry about that. Saha Tehena Manena Vaitamanena Maniuna Karoti Vigraham Kami Shivanandaya Jatmanaha Palatikaiha Sa Hanieta Gajairaniai Gajo Yatan Evam Yo Vishaya Sakatya Narata Vamati Dulapama Burtan Nashayate Mutastasmat Pataro Hi Saha Janti Shateshu. Being seriously distracted. Janti Shateshu Lapate Pubi Manushotavam Tatrapi Dulapataram Kalupo Divijatavam Yasatanana Palayati Lalayati Nandriyanui Dasya Murtam Kusharati Hasatakatam Pramadat Kusharati Hasatakatam Pramadat Tatasatam Purudatatam Prabhya Mahabhya Tisamakulah Murtium Prabhya Mahadaduhakam Narakam Yati Bhuibabat Evam Katagatai Kaimapa Shaibadata Shija Papinah Kadapi Na Virajyanante Mama Maya Pimohitah Iti Te Katita Ta Kushuya Papinam Naraki Katih Anantiyashatui Kaima Hinanam Anantiyashatui Kaima Hinanam Kim Puyah Shrotu Michasi Iti Shri Garuda Puranue Sarodhatare Papi Janamadi Duhakani Rupanam Nama Shashutotyayah Okay. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so let's read the translation and then I'll take a break. Let's read the translation while the Sanskrit is still fresh. Okay, chapter 6. The miseries of birth of the sinful. Garuda said, "Tell me, O Keshava, how he who returns from hells is formed in the womb of the mother, and what miseries he suffers in the embryonic condition." Vishnu said, "I will tell you how the mortal is born when the male and female elements are bound together by the union of man and woman. In the middle of the menstruation period, in the 3 days on which Inandra incurs the sin of Brahmacide, the body of the sinful begins to form. The mother of one returning from hell is regarded on the first day as an outcast woman, on the second as the murderer of a Brahmin, and on the third as a washerwoman. The creature, in obtaining a body according to Kaima, the divine eye, enters the womb of a woman, which is the receptacle of a man's seed. In one night it becomes a lump, by the 5th night round, by the 10th day like the fruit of the jujube tree, and after that an egg of flesh. By the 1st month the head, by the 2nd the arms and other parts of the body are formed, by the 3rd occurs the formation of nails, hair, bones, skin, linganga and other cavities. By the 4th the 7 bodily fluids, by the 5th hunger and thirst arise. By the 6th, enveloped by the chorion, it moves to the left of the womb. The bodily substances are formed of the foods and liquids of the mother, and the creature at the time of birth lies in the disgusting hollow of the loins, amid feces and urine. All its limbs bitten constantly by hungry worms, it swoons away repeatedly through excessive pain, as they are very tender. Thus enveloped by the womb and bound outside by the sinews, it feels pain all over its body caused by the mother's eating many things, pungent, bitter, hot, salt, sour, and acid. With its head placed in its belly, and its back and neck curved, and it is unable to move its limbs, like a parrot in a cage. There he remembers, by divine power, the kaima generated in hundreds of previous births, and remembering, stops for a long time, obtaining not the least happiness. Having this insight, he, with hands put together, bound in 7 bonds, imploring and trembling, adores in plaintive tones him who placed him in the womb. From the beginning of the 7th month, though he gains consciousness, he who is in the womb trembles and moves about because of the parturition winds like a uterine worm. The creature says, "I seek refuge in Vishnu, the husband of Shri, the supporter of the universe, the destroyer of evil, who is compassionate to those who come for shelter. I am bewildered by thy magic as regards body and son and wife. Misled by my egoism, I am transmigrating, O Lord. I did good and evil actions for the sake of my dependents, and as a result I am tormented, while they who enjoy the fruits escape. If I am released from this womb, I will lay myself at thy feet, and I will take the means by which I may obtain liberation. Falling into a well of feces and urine, I am burnt by the fire of the belly, and anxious to escape from it. When shall I get out? In him alone who has given me this experience, and is compassionate to the afflicted, will I seek refuge. Let not this transmigration occur to me again. But no, I wish never to come out of the womb, where misery results from my sinful actions. Because remaining even here in great misery, bearing the fatigue, resorting to thy feet, I will keep myself aloof from the world of change." The Blessed Lord said, He who has thus considered, and has been 10 months in the womb, endowed with insight while praying, suddenly is cast out head downwards into birth by the winds of delivery. Cast out forcibly, bending down his head, he comes out with anxiety and painfully breathless, and with memory destroyed. Having fallen on the ground, he moves like a worm in excrement. He has become changed in condition, and cries loudly, deprived of knowledge. If the state of mind which arises in the womb during illness, on the cremation ground, or upon hearing the Puranas were permanent, who would not be liberated from bondage? When he comes out of the womb after experiencing his karma, then verily the man is bewildered by the magic of Vishnu. Then, when he is touched by that magic, powerless, he is unable to speak. He experiences the miseries of infancy and childhood arising from dependence. He is nourished by people who do not understand his wishes, unable to ward off what is thrust upon him against his desire. Laid upon a bed unclean and befouled by perspiration, he is unable to stretch his limbs, to sit, rise, or move. Mosquitoes, gnats, bugs, and other flies bite him, skinless and weeping and deprived of understanding, just as insects bite little worms. In this wise, having experienced the miseries of infancy and of childhood, he reaches youth and acquires evil tendencies. Then he begins evil brooding, mingling in the company of the wicked. He hates the scriptures and good men, and becomes lustful. Seeing a seductive woman, his senses captivated by her blandishments. Infatuated, he falls into great darkness, like a moth into a flame. The deer, the elephant, the bird, the bee, the fish, these 5 are led to destruction by one of the senses. How then shall the infatuated one not be destroyed when he enjoys the 5 kinds of objects by 5 senses? He longs for the unobtainable, and on account of ignorance becomes angry and sorry, and his pride and anger increase with the growth of his body. The lover makes quarrels with rivals to his own ruin, and is destroyed by those stronger than himself, as one elephant by another. Was more sinful than the fool who, attached to sense objects, spends in vain the human birth which was difficult to obtain. After hundreds of lives, one obtains human birth on earth, and even more difficult to obtain is that as a twice-born, and who then only provides for and pampers the senses, through foolishness lets slip the nectar from his hand. Then, having arrived at old age, he is troubled with great diseases, and death having come, he goes to a miserable hell as before. Thus held fast in the ever-circling noose of karma, the sinful, bewildered by my magic, are never released. Thus I have related to you, O Daigushuryu, how the sinful, deprived of the sacrifices for the dead, go in hell. What else do you wish to hear? Okay, so I'm gonna take a break right now. I'll finish the whole entire thing at 2 hour and 30-minute mark. It's been 1 hour and 6 minutes now. Okay, let me take a break here. And next up is Ragaveda. Pretty short, Bhagavata. Alright, let me read you. Let me see. Yeah, the question is, how do you deal with people who can't deal with language? They can't stand words, you know. Like, Is it because it reveals their ultimate inferiority? Like, oh no, he's smarter than me. He's speaking things I will never understand. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's really it. It's that serious. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. $175. Namaste. Matusya Bayi de Mahahu Badrasieva Haribo Matusaro Madahu Purusho de Purushono Inindulbaji Sasrasa Tamahu Nasete Kanuntu Matusaro Purusho Mado Parenuyohu 사하바무 이는드라 사나시흐 부르타나 쇼르나 쇼르러 말티아흐 부르타나 쇼르러 쇼르 부르타나 쇼르 말티아흐 드밤 히 슈라흐 사니탄 조다요 마누쇼 라타무 사하바는 다시유 마브라타 모쇼흐 사하바는 두시유 사하바는 다시유 마브라타 모쇼흐 바드람 나 쇼치슈 무쇼야 수리암 까베 자크라미샤나 오자상 바하 슈슈너야 바탐 구트삼 바타시야 시바이흐 바타시야 시바이흐 수시미는 따모 히데 마도 디음은 니 따는마나 따는마 디음은 니는 따는마 디음은 니는 따마 우따 그라뚜흐 부르트라크라 부르트라크나 바리보디바 바리보비다 맘시 슈투 아시바사 따마흐 여탕 보울베피오 자리뜨르피아 이는드라 마야 이방아포나 두르시오테 바푸타 다마누 뜨방 니비담 조하비미 비디아메숑 부르자남 지라다누무. That's it. Namaste. Glad thy glory hath been quaffed, Lord of base deeds, as toward the bowls and leavening mead. For thee, the strong, their strong drink mighty, omnipotent to win. Let our strong drink, most excellent, exhilarating, come to thee, victorious in Andhra, bringing gain, immortal, conquering in fight. Thou hero, winner of the spoil, urgest to speed the car of men. Burn like a vessel with the flame, the lawless Dasyu conqueror. Empowered by thine own might, O sage, thou stolest Surya's chariot wheel. Thou bearest Kuttasa with the steeds of wind to Shushuna as his death. Most mighty is thy rapturous joy, most splendid is thine active power, wherewith for slaying, sending bliss, thou art supreme in gaining steeds. As thou, O Inandra, to the ancient singers wast ever joy, as water to the thirsty, so unto thee I sing this invocation. May we find strengthening food in full abundance. Okay, so once again, I'll take a break. I think it's raining outside. I mean, I could be hearing things. Or you guys could be hearing things whooping. No, it's raining. Drizzling. Yeah, drizzling. Let me read you today's headlines. Shooting reported at Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin, says police. Breaking news. Top stories. Multiple injuries reported in shooting at Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin. Syria's ousted leader Assad says he wanted to keep fighting, but Russian allies evacuated him. Trump SoftBank CEO announced $100 billion U.S. investment in echo of 2016 event. Trump talks drones on Eric Adams' pardon and his election boost from TikTok. Mystery drones leave local officials seeking action, answers from feds. U.S. Supreme Court leaves former New York Lieutenant Governor's corruption case alive. Ukraine and USA say some North Korean troops have been killed fighting alongside Russian forces. Live updates. Trump pushes return to office for federal workers. Threatens more media lawsuits. Trump health pick RFK Jr. to hold his first meetings with senators this week. All right. And there's more at X. Trump advisor collapses at New York gala. Cardi and Weeknd's surprise dropper rolling loud. Elon Musk calls Adam Schiff a criminal amid Capitol pardon debate. Vegan influencer dies from starvation, not veganism. And I still have like an hour and 10 minutes, 13 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes. I'm thinking Bhagavad Gita should not be that long. I'm gonna finish this at 3 p.m. over here at this time zone. I miss being a SAG extra. I really do. That was the life. The life. Now I have no life. I have my healing sessions. 11 hours a day, every day. Otherwise I die. Okay, so now Raghuveda is done. I fixed that yesterday, so everything is good. Here we go. I should be able to finish the book 4, within the next couple of days. If not tomorrow, then the next day. I'm shooting for tomorrow. There are 34 sutras and comments. And so we're up to number 9. I should be able to get through like Sutra 19, maybe up to 20. So maybe today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think I'll be done with the book. Here we go. Jati deshaka labhya vahita namapya nanantariyam. I want to say that again. Jati deshaka labhya vahita namapya nanantariyam. Smurti samskara yorekaru patavat. Smurti samskara yorekaru patavat. Purushotamshi bika. Purushotamsha vipakar. Purushotamsha vipakodayah. Sivabhyanjakan jana phibhyakatah. Sa yati jati shatena pa tu radeshataya pa kalpashatena pa yabahitah punashicha sivabhyanjakan jana ebodiyadu dragityevam. Ebodiyadu dragityevam. Ebodiyadu dragityevam. No, it's not. Number 1 says yatata. Ebodiyatata. Dragityevam. And there's a number 2, Gityevam. Ebodiyadu dragityevam. Ebodiyatata. Dragityevam. Pulvanuputa purushotamsha vipaka pisamskrita. Pulvanuputa purushotamsha vipaka pisamskrita. Pasana upadaya pyajeta. Kasmat yato Pyabhahitanamapyasam sadrusham kalmapibhyanjakam nimitati bhutamitya nanantariya meva nimitati bhutamitya nanantariya meva nimitati bhutamitya nanantariyameva. Kutashicham. Smurti samskara yorekaru patavat. Yatha Yatanu papasitatan. Samsikarang te jang kalmapasana nuru kalmapasana nuru pang. Number 1. Naru kalmapasana rupang yatang jang pasana sitatang sumuratiriti janti deshaka labya bahita pyah samskara pyah smurutashijang punah samskara ityevamete. Number 2. Ityete smurti samskara kalma shaya purutati la pavashad vyajyanante. Kalma shaya purutati la pavashad vyajyanante. Atashijang vyavahitanamapi nimittanaimitati kapavanuchetadananantariyameva. Kalma shaya purutati la pavashad vyajyan. Kalma shaya purutati la pavashad vyajyanante. Kalma shaya purutati la pavashad vyajyanante. Atashijang vyavahitanamapi nimittanaimitati kapavanuchetadananantariyameva. Siddhitamiti nimittanaimitati kapavanuchetadan. Nimittanaimitata kapavanuchetadananantariyameva siddhitamiti. Speaking Sanskrit is kind of like driving a car, I think. I don't know how to drive a car, so I don't know for sure, but it seems like it's kind of like driving a car. Pasana samskara ashaya ityartha. There is an uninterrupted relation, although remote in species and point of space and one of time, by reason of the correspondence between memory and subliminal impressions. Although 100 species, or a distance in points of space, or 100 mundane periods intervene, if there is a manifestation of the phenomenal by the operation of the conditions which phenomenalize a given thing, namely that from which the fruition, as cat rises, and if again just that phenomenal, by the operation of the conditions which phenomenalize that given thing should arise, it would in an instant be phenomenalized in association with the subconscious impressions, subliminally existent, of the fruition, a cat, and which have been experienced in former time. Why is this? Because, although those are remote, the kaima, the same, becomes their manifester, the efficient cause. And so there is an uninterrupted relation. And wherefore is this? The answer is by reason of the correspondence between memory and subliminal impressions. Because subliminal impressions are like experiences, and the latter correspond with the subconscious impressions of kaima, And because memory is like subconscious impressions, memory arises from subliminal impressions. Species and points of space and moments of time intervene, and again, subliminal impressions arise from memory. Thus it is that memory and subliminal impressions are phenomenalized by virtue of the fact that the latent deposit of karma assumes a fluctuation, and consequently the uninterrupted succession, although there be interventions, is proof from the fact that the relation of the determination to the determined is not cut through. Okay. Ta sa manaditvam ja shisho nityatvat ta sam pasanana ma shisho nityatvadanaditvam yayamatma shilma na phuvam puya samiti saivasya Turushyate sa na svabhaviki kasmat jatamatrasya janantora nanu putamarano taimakasya janantora nanu putamarano taimakasya Tibesha tuhaka no smurti nimiteto Maranatra saha katam pavet na jan seva pavikam pasutu nimitetamupadatete nimitetamupadatete Tasmadana divasana nubidatamidam jetatam Tasmadana divasana nubidatamidam jetatam nimitabashateva Shachideva nimitabashateka shachideva Pasanaha pratilapya purushasya Poga yopa paltata iti Kata prasada pratipakalipam samkocapika si cetatam charira parimano karamatra mityam pare charira parimano karamatra mitya pare pratipananaha tatha janantara bhavaha samsara shicha yukata iti Puratire vasya vipunashittasya vipunaha samkocapikasi nityacaryaha samkocapikasi nityacaryaha tachacha taimadini mitata pekushama nimitatam cha divivitam vampahyamatyatmikam cha Sharirati satana pekusham pahyam sututitana sututitana pipadanati sututitana Sututidana pibadanadi Chititamatratinam Shiratadya Tyatmikam Shiratadya Tyatmikam Tata Jokatama Ye Jaite Maitriyadayo Tyayinam Biharasete. I want to make sure this is Biharasete Bahyasatanani Ranugrahatamana Bahyasatananira Bahyasatananira Nugrahatamana Prakrashatam Talmama Pinil Baltayananti Talmama Pinil Baltayananti Talmama Pinil Baltayananti Dayolmana Sam Baliyah Gatam Jnana Vairagye Genadishayete Danandakarannuyam Ja Chittabalavya Direkeno Chittabalavya Direkeno Sharireno Kaimano Shunyam Kah Kaltu Mutu Saheta Samudra Gata Magatsu Samudra Magasetyavadeva Bibet Samudra Magasetyavadeva Bibet. Okay. A little rough. Furthermore, these have no beginning, since desire is permanent. These subconscious impressions, because of the permanence of desire, have no beginning. This well-known desire for oneself, may I not cease to be, may I be, which is found in everyone, is not self-caused. Why? How could the fear of death, determined by the recollection of hatred and of pain, arise in an animal just brought into life, in a condition wherein death has never been experienced? Furthermore, a self-caused thing does not need an efficient cause. It is for these reasons that this mind stuff, commingled with subconscious impressions, which have no beginning, by the efficient cause, lays hold of certain subconscious impressions, and presents itself for the experience of the self. Others have come to the conclusion that, like a lamp which is contracted, ajar and diffused in a palace, the mind stuff has such a form, the dimension of the body, and thus there is an intermediate state and there is ground for the round of rebirths. It is only this all-pervasive fluctuation which contracts and expands, so the Master says. This furthermore requires such efficient causes as right living. And this efficient cause is of two kinds, that which is external and that which has to do with self. The external requires the body and other means, such as praises and almsgiving and salutations. That which, like belief, for instance, has to do with self is subject to the mind stuff only. And in this sense it has been said, as for friendliness and such, they are the diversions of contemplative. They are in their essence unaided by outer means, they bring right living to perfection. Of these two, that of the central organ is the stronger. How is this? Knowledge and passionlessness are unsurpassed by any other. Who by bodily action and without the force of mind stuff could empty the Dandoka forest, or like Agastya, drink up the sea. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and maybe take a break right after that. Still have like an hour, 15 minutes of Yoga Sutras. Okay. Hetu pala shiraya lamambanaihu samguruhi tatva deshu mapave dadapavahu samguruhi tatva deshu mapave dadapavahu. Sorry. Hetul talmatu sukhama talmatu duhakam Hetul talmatu sukhama Hetul talmatu sukha Hetul talmatu sukhama talmatu duhakam talmatu duhakam. Hetul talmatu sukhama talmatu duhakam. One more. Hetul talmatu sukha Hetul talmatu sukhama talmatu duhakam Hetul talmatu sukhama talmatu duhakam sukhad Hetul talmatu sukhama talmatu duhakam sukhadrago duhakad dveshas tattashita. Sorry, for some reason I'm not in the mood. I start from the beginning here again. Hetul talmatu sukhama talmatu duhakam sukhadrago duhakad dveshas tattashita. Duhakad dveshas tattashita. Parayat nasutena manasam pajan kayana parispanandamanahu paramanuguruhuna diupahananti va tatahu punal talma talmo sukatuhake ragadveshviti braburatamidam shodaram samsara chakram nasya chan Pratikushanama Vaitama Nasya Vidya Natri Mulam Saivakleshana Mityeshu Hetuhu Palam Tu Yama Shiritya Yasya Pratyutupananatan Taima Dehu Na Hyapu Vopajanahu Manasutu Sathika Shirayo Pasananam Na Yavasita Thikare Manasi Nirashiraya Pasanahu Sthatu Mutusahanante Yadapimuki Putam Pasutu Yam Pasanam Vyanakatim Tasya Sitada Lamambanam Evam Hetu pala shiraya lamambanairaitaihu samguruhitahu saiva pasanahu eshoma pave tat samshirayano mapi pasanana mapavahu. Just need to check one spell here. Yep, got it. Since they are associated with cause and motive and mental substrate, and stimulus. If these cease to be, then those cease to be. As to cause, from right living results pleasure, from wrong living pain, from pleasure passion, from pain aversion, and from this struggle. Quivering in central organ, or in vocal organ, or in body with this, he either helps or injures another. From this again result right living and wrong living, pleasure and pain, passion and aversion. Thus revolves the six-spoked wheel of the round of rebirths. And as it ceaselessly revolves undifferentiated consciousness, the root of all the hindrances is its motive power. Such is cause. But motive is that with reference to which any condition such as right living becomes operative, for it is not the rise of anything new. The central organ, however, while its task is yet unfulfilled, is the mental substrate of subconscious impressions. For when the task of the central organ is fulfilled, the subconscious impressions, now without mental substrate, are not able to persist. When a thing confronted phenomenalizes any subconscious impression, then it is the stimulus of that. Thus all subconscious impressions are associated with these causes and motives and mental substrates and stimuli. If they cease to be, the subconscious impressions cohering with them also cease to be. Alright, do I want to take a break or should I keep going? I have 45 minutes left. I'll take a little break here. So what's going on in the world? Today's the 16th. Friday the 13th happened. Nothing happened. But the day happened, yeah. Nothing happened though. I failed again. I always fail and fail and fail. But I do it over and over and over. I call it, practice. I practice over and over. I practice failing over. I'm a master of failure. I know how to fail faster than... Sorry. So I'm gonna do maybe another 15 minutes of the Sutra and then do Bhagavad Gita. Alright, so here you go. Na satiya sataha sampavaha na cha sati sato vinashang iti diravyat vena sampavanan diyaha katam 니발티 시어는 때 바사나 이티 아티다나가탐 스바루파토스티아 트바페다드 탈마노무 스바루파토스티아드 스바루파토스티아 트바페다 스바루파토스티아 트바페다드 탈마노무 스바루파토스티아 트바페다드 탈마노무 바비시어드 비아크티 까마나 가타마누 푸타 비아크티 까마티 탐. I wanna say it again. 바비시어드 비아크티 까마나 가타마누 푸타 비아크티 까마티 탐. 스바비아 바로 루텀 스바비아 바로 발타마남 드라얌 자이타드 바수투 지냐나시아 지냐야무 야디 자이타드 스바루 바토 나 파비슈는 내담 릴비셔얌 지냐나 무다 바트시아타 바스마다티 다나가탐 스바루 바토스티티 김짱 포가파기야시야 바바 포가파기야시야 바바발가 파기야시야 바 깔마노흐 팔라무트 피트수 야디 니루파 키아미티 나 따두드 데셰나 테나 니미트 테나 구샬라 누셰트 남나 유지에타 사타시짱 팔라시아 니미트탐 발타마니 까라누에 사말탐 나 보이보바자나네 시드탐 니미트탐 나이미트타카시아 비셰셔 누그라하넘. Number 1 누그라함 비셰셔 누그라함 꾸루테 나 보이바 모드바다야티티 루파 키아미티 야티 나 보이바 모드바다야티 이르파 키아미티 다두드 데셰나 테나 니미트 테나 구샬라 누셰트 남나 유지에타 사타시자 팔라시아 니미트탐 발타마니 까라누에 사말탐 나 보이보 바자나네 나 보이보 바자나네 시드탐 니미트탐 나이미트타카시아 비셰쇼 누그라하넘 비셰쇼 누그라함 꾸루테 나 보이바무트 바다야티티 나 보이바무트 바다야티. 오케이. I'm not done. I thought I was done with the comment. I'm not done. 타이미 자네까 탈마스바 파바 자네까 탈마스바 파바츠 자네 자 내가 탈마스바 파바스타시야 자 트바 페데나 자 트바 페데 자 트바 페데나 탈마흐 브라티아바스티타흐 자 여탕 발타마남 비아크티 비셰슈 바나남 드라비아토 스티에 바마티 타마나 가탐 자 Number 1 Ba Yeah, that's what it says. Ba Katam talhi sibenaiva biangungienam sivaru benona gatamasiti sibena janu puta biagatikena sivaru benoti tamiti 발타마나 시아이바 트바나흐 발타마나 시아이바 트바나흐 스바루 바비아크티리티 나사 파바티아티 타나가타 요라트 바누흐 파바티아티 타나가타 요라트 바누흐 에카시아 자 트바나흐 사마예 드바바트마 트바바트바네오 달미 사마는 바가떼오 바바따 에베티 나 부트바 파바스트라야노 마트바나 미티 나 부트바 파바스트라야노 마트바나 미티 Since there is no production of that which is non-existent, nor destruction of that which is existent, how will subconscious impressions, by reason of their existence as things, cease to exist? Past and future as such exist, for the different time forms belong to the external aspects. The future is that the phenomenalization of which is yet to come. The past is that the phenomenalized of which has been experienced. The present is that which has entered into its functional activity, and this threefold thing is the object for the knowledge. And if they did not exist as such, this knowledge, not having any object, would not emerge. Therefore, past and future as such exist. Moreover, if the result of the karma, either that which is conducive to experience, or that which is conducive to liberation, when it is yet to emerge, were without any describable existence, then the actions of the wise, directed towards this for the purpose of this, would have no ground, and a cause is capable of making an already existent result present, but not of producing something new. The efficient cause, when fully established, gives aid to the particular of the effect, but it does not cause anything new to come into existence. A substance, moreover, consists of a number of external aspects, and by variation of this time forms, the external aspects are in successive states. The past or the future does not, like the present, exist as a material thing, in that it has been changed into a particularized phenomenal form. How then is it? The future has its peculiar existence as a thing yet to be phenomenalized. The past has its peculiar existence as having phenomenalized, already experienced. In the phenomenalized of the thing itself belongs to the present time form only. This cannot be for the past and the future time forms. And while one time form is present, the two time forms are of course inherent in the substance. Hence the three time forms do not come into a state of existence after having been in a state of non-existence. I'm gonna do one more and then I'll do Bhagavad Gita. It's pretty short, that's why I want to do this. de vyakutasu kushimai kunotmanahu de karvami Triyatvano Taima Triya Paltamana Pyakatatmanoti Tanagatahu Sukushimatmanahu. Number 2. Sa. Shodavisheshorupahu. Number 3. Shadvisheshorupahu. Saivamidam Kunonam Samniveshavisheshomatramiti Paramal Tato Kunotmanahu Tatan Jan Samniveshavisheshomatramiti Paramal Tato Kunotmanahu Tatan Jan Shasitranushasanam Kunonam Paramam Rupam Na Durashutvipatam Murchati Durashutvipatam Yatutu Durashutvipatam Prabhatam Tanamayava Sutuchakamu. And number 4 doesn't have. I remember this from last time. I'm not gonna even look up. Iti. I'm gonna look up maybe 1 or 2 translations. Sutukachakam, Sutuchakam, Iti. Danamayava, Sutuchakam, Iti. Sutuchakam-iti. I'll remember this next time, so I'm not gonna, so I don't have to do this again. Sutuchakam-iti. Yeah, okay. So leave it at that, because there's no, this is all messed up. Alright, so these are phenomenalized or subtle. Their essence is the aspects. These are, of course, those external aspects with the 3 time forms. Those which are the present. Those which are subtle are the past and the future. The 6 non-particulars. Those which are them are the present. Those which are subtle are the past and the future. The 6 non-particulars. Since this whole world is nothing more than a particular collocation of aspects, it has, in the strict sense, the aspects as its essence. And in this sense, the exposition of the system has said, the aspects from their utmost height come not within the range of sight, but all within the range of sight. A phantom seems an empty quiet. Alright, so that's it for the sutra. Should I take a break? Let me see. I think I could keep going. So next time we'll be starting at 14. Let me see here. Let me pull it up and see how I feel about it. if I could keep going right away or if I need a break. Today, chapter 12. I believe chapter 12 is a little shorter. If I'm not mistaken. 20. Yep, it's one of the shortest chapters, if not the shortest chapter period. Nothing is under 20. This is 20 verses. That's what it says in the Sanskrit or Hindi numeral. Alright, so I'm gonna keep going, I guess. Namaste. Ata Deva Dashotia Yah Bhagati Yoga Arjuna Uvacha Evam Satata Yukata Ye Bhagata Sitavam Pariyupasate Ye Ja Pyakushvara Mapyakatam Teshum Ye Yoga Pitatamah Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Veshya Mano Ye Mam Nitya Yukata Upasate Shiraditaya Parayopeta Te Me Yukatatama Mata Ye Devakashara Manil Deshya Mabhyakatam Pariyupasate Salvatragama Chinantiancha Salvatragamachin 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 Salvatragamachintia Salvatragamachin Salvatragamachin Tiancha Kutasatamacha라는 두루바무 Kutasatamacha라는 두루바무 사는 니야미에는 드리야 그라맘 사는 니야미에는 드리야 그라맘 살바트라 사마부드 타야흐 때 브라부누바는디 마메바 살바푸 다히테 라타흐 그에쇼티 까따라 Gueshoti katara setesho mabhyagata sakata chata sam abhyagata hi kaktil tuhakam dehabad piraba byate ye tu salbanui kalmanui mayi samniasya matparah Ananienaiva yogena mam dhyayananta upasate Desho maham samudtalta murtiyu samsara sagarat Bhavami nachirat paltha maya veshita chatasam Mayeva mana tatasava mayi mudutim niveshaya nivasishyosi mayeva ata utvam na samshayah ata chetatam samathatum na shakunoshui mayi sthirama Abhyasa yogena tato ma michacha putum tananjaya Abhyasepya samaltosi Matakalma paramo bhava Madaltamapi kalmanui Gulvanan siddhitimaba pasyasi Athai tadapya shakatosi Kaltum madhyogama shiritahu 살바깔마 팔라티아감 따따흐 구루 야땅아뜨마방아느 시레요 히 진야나마 피아사지 진야나드티아남 비시셔때 티아나드 깔마 팔라티아 가스티아가 제차는 띠라 나는 따라무 티아나드 깔마 팔라티아 가스티아가 제차는 띠라 나는 따라무 아드베슈투 살바푸다남 마이트라흐 구루노 대바짱 까루노 대바짱 니마모 니라항은 까라흐 사마두허 카수카흐 구셔미 사는 뚜시뜨흐 사따땀 요기 야땅뜨만 드르터니실자야흐 마야이피타마노 부드티리오 마야이피타마노 부드티리오 마드파크타흐 사메 브리야흐 야스마는 노드비자테 로카는 노드비자테 자 야흐 할셔 파요 드베가일 무크토 할셔 파요 파요 드베가일 무크토 야흐 사자 메 브리야흐 아나베쿠쇼흐 슈틸다쿠쇼 우당시노 까타비아타흐 살바라문 파파리티아기 요 마드파크타흐 사메 브리야흐 요 나 호로시오티 나 드바슈투이 나 쇼자티 나 강은 구샤티 슈파파리티아기 파크티마니아흐 사메 브리야흐 사마흐 샤트라우짱 미트레짱 따통알 마나파마나요흐 시토시노 수카도흐 캐슈 사마흐 상은가비 발지타흐 둘리아니는다 수툴마우니 둘리아니는다 수투틸마우니 사는 투시투어 예나 깨나체트 아니겠다흐 스티라마틸 파크티마는메 스티라마틸 파크티마는메 브리오 나라흐 예뚜 탈미야 머르땀이담 야토그땀 파리우방사테 시라드다타나 마트파라마 파그타 스테티바 메 브리야흐 따트사디티 시리마드 파가바드기타 수파니샤트수 브라흐마 비디야얌 요가샤스트레 시리 그레슈노 주나 삼바데 파크티 요고 나마 드바다쇼티아야흐 나마스테 Arjuna said, of those worshippers who constantly adore thee, and those who, on thee as the indestructible and unmanifest, who are best acquainted with devotion. The Holy One said, fixing the mind on me, they that constantly adore me, being endued with the highest faith, are deemed by me to be the most devoted. They, however, who worship the indestructible, the indescribable, the unmanifest, the all-pervading, the inconceivable, the indifferent, the immutable, the eternal, who, restraining the entire group of the senses, are equal-minded in respect of all around, and are engaged in the good of all creatures, attain to me. The trouble is the greater for those whose minds are fixed on the unmanifest, for the path to the unmanifest is hard to find by those that are embodied. They who, reposing all action on me, regarding me as their highest object, worship me, meditating on me with devotion, undirected to anything else, of them whose minds are fixed on me, I, without delay, become the deliverer from the ocean of the mortal world. Fix thy heart on me alone, place thy understanding on me. Hereafter then shalt thou dwell in me, no doubt. If, however, thou art unable to steadily fix thy heart on me, then, O Dhananjaya, strive to obtain me by devotion from continuous application. If thou beest unequal to even continuous application, then let actions performed for me be thy highest aim. Even performing all thy acts for my sake, thou wilt obtain perfection. If even this thou art unable to do, then resorting to devotion in me, subduing thy soul, abandon the fruit of all action. Knowledge is superior to application. Meditation is better than knowledge. The abandonment of the fruit of action, than meditation, and tranquility immediately from abandonment. He who hath no hatred for any creature, who is friendly and compassionate also, who is free from egoism, who hath no vanity, who is alike in pleasure and pain, who is forgiving, contented, always devoted, of subdued soul, firm of purpose, with heart and understanding fixed on me, even he is dear to me. He through whom the world is not troubled, who is not troubled by the world, who is free from joy, wrath, fear, and anxieties, even he is dear to me. That devotee of mine who is unconcerned, pure, diligent, unconnected, and free from distress, and who renounceth every action, even he is dear to me. He who hath no joy, no aversion, who neither grieveth nor desireth, who renounceth both good and evil, who is full of faith in me, even he is dear to me. He who is alike to friend and foe, as also in honor and dishonor, who is alike in cold and heat, pleasure and pain, who is free from attachment, to whom censure and praise are equal, who is taciturn, who is contented with anything that cometh, who is homeless, of steady mind and full of faith, even that man is dear to me. They who resort to this righteousness, immortality, which hath been declared, those devotees full of faith and regarding me as the highest object, are the most dear to me. Okay, so finishing a little earlier. I don't know how long it takes for me to do the Kabbalah ritual. I think I'm finishing maybe 5 minutes earlier than usual, which is okay. I didn't take that many breaks, so. Alright, I'm gonna chant in about an hour, I think. I have to go somewhere, come back. Maybe in 2 hours. So yeah, in about 2 hours I'm gonna chant. Thank you. Namaste. Have a good day.